Hi. I'm frustrated. Mm-hmm. I've been cleaning my house. So, I live in a house, right? Or an apartment, right? So, remember I was telling you guys about my pipes being fixed and or whatnot? So, if you go into, like, my garage, right? Water just keeps falling in there. Keeps going in there. Keep having to clean it up. Keep doing it. Keep cleaning it up. You clean it up again. Keep clean. If water is coming downward in a downward vicinity and your pipes are, are above you, most likely it's not coming from my fucking apartment. No, it's not. It's coming from your apartment. It's coming from the apartment upstairs. So, asking your person who lives upstairs, hey, do you have something on? Because we literally just went through all of this stuff, right? Happening. So either something that our landlord did not fix was not fixed properly or something like that. Do you have anything on? Because at this point I am frustrated, right? Because I literally keep coming in there and more water keeps being more places, right? Keep getting more. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. If you have some concerns, why don't you call the police and they'll figure it out, or call the landlord. And by the way, hey, my brother actually lives above me. Guess what? My brother is kind of a jerk. And I can't even be fully mad at him because he is a jerk. Because he's had a lot of trauma in his life. And every time I talk to him, I feel like I have a very, very bad attitude, which makes me feel like I'm an absolute failure. Because I feel like I can't talk to him properly. Which really sucks because why? We kind of grew up together, right? Kind of sucks. I would like to have a better communication with my friends and family, and I would like to have better communication with my family, period. But nobody knows anything because nobody chooses to do anything better for themselves, right? Nobody chooses to learn anything. Nobody chooses to do anything. At least you're a fucking jerk. I guess so. I am a huge jerk, right? Because I learned a bunch of stuff. At least who the F are you? Who the F are you, right? Well, who the F are you? So, I had to talk to my landlord, right? I don't know if he's just not smart or what. So if you're paying your landlord money, right, every month, right, take it how you feel, right? Look. So if you're paying your landlord every single month and you don't even have the stuff that you need fixed, or any necessary nothing, why the f are you paying your landlord, right? So he's like, well, I messaged Xavier and said, hey, I needed to come, but he didn't answer. He said, I'll get back to you. You are the landlord. This is technically your effing place. Yeah, I up on my high horse. All that good stuff, right? But it doesn't really matter. It does not really matter. Because it's still, at the end of the day, it's still my landlord's place, right? Because guess what? He has it. He doesn't even own it, actually, because he doesn't pay it all the way off. But he does own it because we pay him money to live here, right? Take it how you feel. I'm gonna need you to message him. Well, I'll message him tomorrow to come over. No, I'm gonna need you to message him because you should be messaging whoever you are, right? You should be messaging your people at least 24 to 48 hours in advance of, hey, I'm going to be coming over, so blah, 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 whatever. Take it how you feel, right? I'll message him tomorrow morning. Don't message him tomorrow morning. Message him this evening. Tomorrow I'm going to be coming over. Don't message him in the morning. What if he's working tomorrow morning? He won't have enough time to tell his boss or whatnot, hey, my landlord, you want to be here when he's here? Okay. Tell him sooner. Tell him sooner. How rude of me, right? How rude of me to even say anything to him. How rude of me. There's water coming down from my fucking ceiling. How fucking rude of you to say something. At least you should not be using that type of language. Okay, I'll just live here in this mess and not say nothing. Nothing. Oh, you're only saying something to me because I have a friend. I don't give a fuck about you and your stupid ass friend, okay? Sorry. I do, but I don't, okay? You feel me? There's water coming down from my apartment. Guess what? It's going to be getting cold soon. If this problem is not taken care of, right? Guess what? It's going to be affecting not just the pipes, right? Not just the pipes, not just my apartment, right? I'm not trying to come into my garage someday and have a fucking skating rink. If it's not taken care of, right? It's not going to just affect me. It's going to affect also, right? You too, dumbass. Yeah. I know, right? Lise, you should just be nice. When I am nice to somebody, and every time that you are nice to somebody, you constantly just get nothing. And then it made me mad, right? Because literally he could have just been nice about it, right? He could have just been nice. What kind of dumb bullshit do you live in? We live in the real world. I don't know what world you're living in, but this is the real world, and nobody talks to each other like that. You are the problem. That's a red flag. You are the problem. So there's stuff coming down, there's water coming down from my ceiling, and the first thing that comes to your instincts, well, you're just being a fucking bitch to me because I have a friend here. Once you go upstairs and fucking suck each other off, then I don't give a fuck at this point. No, I'm not fucking calling anybody out and being gay or anything like that. No, I'm just pissed, right? I'm just effing pissed. If you're telling me that you want to, guess what? Halloween sucks. Please, how does Halloween suck and you have an effing onesie on? Guess what? I'm doing laundry right now, and I wore this onesie the other effing day. I got this thing on, flannel and some pants or whatnot. Wanted to be a little warm. I'm gonna have to buy a heater soon because I only have one little radiator, and the radiator doesn't give off enough heat. Yeah. Had a really fucked up dream last night, too. I was only going to make a video only a few minutes long, and or not, take it how you feel. Yeah, I had a really effed up dream, too. I don't know what effing place we decide to go to in our dreams, right? The little side places, the little schools that we go to, the little hallways that we go to, the border and or whatnot. You know, there are some people on the other side of the spectrum, right, that are literally like, oh, don't let that guy catch you. That guy caught me in my dream. And guess what? He wasn't as scary as it sounds. I think we deal with a lot more than you probably would ever think. Pan's Labyrinth. We're gonna be talking about a bunch of stuff. I believe that movie is real. And I believe the guy who invented it or created it. I think I'm seeing whatever he's saying. Don't eat from the table, right? Don't eat from the table. We're gonna get into a lot of deep stuff. Lise, why are you always talking about deep stuff? Because this is my life. And the reality about it is, I could talk to you about something stupid. Oh, hey. And this is another thing too, right? I'm wearing an effing onesie, right? Take it how you feel, right? I was just like, you know what? You should get on here and dress slutty, right? Because why? For some reason around Halloween time, everybody dresses like a fucking slut. Oh, Lise, you should still watch your mouth. Well, F-U-C-K, man. Yeah. My brother treats me like complete garbage. I feel like I should not be existent to not just him, but the rest of my family. At least not everybody in your family hates you. Guess what? That's how I feel. At least you should be nicer to your family. You should be kinder to your family. Every time that they say something mean to you, you should do something to better yourself because supposedly you're the one who keeps doing all this healing and stuff, right? Trigger words like a mug, okay? Let's just throw every effing trigger word you could possibly think of underneath the sun and throw it upon me. And instead of reality, fuck you. How about that? F-U-C-K-Y-O-U. Can you spell? I know a fucking Scorpio. I could do everything underneath the fucking sun for him. And he'd be like, you didn't spell that right. I did a video for somebody, right, with that crazy dream that I went in. And you know what she got out of it? Oh, I guess it was all okay until, that's not actually how the layout was. Go back to that hole then. Go fucking back there then. Lace, that's too morbid. That's so... Send love and light, right? That's what I did the first time. All that energy I took up to do your effing reading, to do the fucking effing work that I had to effing do to get into your stupid effing dream, right? F you, bro. F all of you. Maybe we should not make a long video because I do not want to just... Why is that? Why am I gonna have to be, literally, I'm a fucking kid. I'm still a kid. Yeah, technically I'm an adult, right? Because I'm of the age of 18. I'm still learning and growing as an individual, right? I still do believe that there's a lot of stuff, right? I do a lot of research about the brain and anatomy and feelings and emotions and all that stuff, right? I'm the dumbest person in the entire world, and nobody treats me like I have any fucking common sense in the world, when in reality I have a lot. And then instead of, like, this is the thing that pisses me off, right? So this is the thing that really pisses me off, right? So your family, right? So your family knew, right? Your family knows that people know shit. When somebody knows that you're chosen people out there, right? When someone knows you're chosen, they can see it, they can sense it, they can feel it. They feel it. And they're going to do everything in their power to make sure that you don't get to your fullest extent. They literally are. So as a kid, guess what? Your feelings don't matter. Nothing matters. Did you ever in your life feel like you just don't belong? Empathetic, sympathetic, empathy, sympathy. Some of these dumb words, right? Now you got to figure out how to, let's put you in the mix, right? Let's put you right in the mix. Your feelings don't matter. I'm going to need you to take care of me and the household. Families will literally put that stress on you. If you don't want to do what I say, get the F out, right? I put food in your belly. I put a house over your head, blah, blah. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? No offense. I did not ask to be here. Maybe I asked to be here in the spiritual realm, but I did not ask to be here. I did not ask to be here. No, I did not. No, you asked me to be here because you couldn't keep your legs closed. Least, don't be just calling your mom. I'm not just calling my mama out. No, I'm not. I'm calling people out, period. Just period. People. Because guess what? Someone's going to resonate with this. Least, you're so cocky. Why do you feel like people are going to resonate with your videos? Where does that voice come from? Why do I even say those words? Maybe you have different personality disorder. Maybe... Your feelings don't matter. Your feelings don't matter. I'm going to need you to take care of the house. I'm going to need you to take care of your sibling. That's not my job, okay? That's not my fucking job to take care of my siblings. Why? Because it's not my fucking job. No, it isn't. It's not. Do not make your kids to take care... Do not have kids to take care of other fucking kids. No. Oh, well, you're going to have to clean and do all of this stuff. It's one thing to help the household, right? And then it's another thing to have the household be ran. That is not my job. That is not my job. It has never been my job, and I will never in my life ever believe that ever again. No, that is not my job. So I have to deal with all this trauma, right? Trauma is not an illness. It's an injury, right? It's an injury that happens within the blood vessels in the brain and all that dumb block and stuff. I'll talk about it one day because I'm literally talking about all that stuff, right? Your feelings don't matter. Nothing matters or anything like that. You have to make adult decisions at a young age. That is not your responsibility. Nor is it your responsibility to have your parent tell you that. No, that is not your responsibility. No, it is not. My job is to live. Your job is to make sure that I don't die. That does not mean give me the bare minimum. That does not give me the bare... Well, I didn't have enough. There's a difference between not having enough and being thankful for something, right? And then there's a difference between not giving a fuck, just a period, right? So if you're fucking sitting on your lazy motherfucking ass, right? I apologize for my effing mouth. Jeez. I'll probably have this one taken down because of my language, just like with all my other ones. Somebody will end up taking one of my videos down or something dumb in the vicinity or facade of Take It How You Feel, right? Because of the language that I use. And I don't even know how to not use it because I'm frustrated, right? Quite frustrated. To the max. No. I am not going out for Halloween. Least, I wanted to go out for Halloween, right? Hang out with somebody, maybe do something, right? Guess what? Halloween sucks. Why? Because there's a bunch of demons and ghosts walking around everywhere. And guess what? People just, I haven't even gone nowhere, didn't do anything, and already had an attitude with somebody. It's already there. And I was just like, you know what? I'll just walk outside. Have a motherfucking break, right? Talk about it for a second. That's what I'm talking about it right now. I'm super mad. I'm super frustrated. Guess what? I have many emotions inside my body. Not just being happy, not just being sad, not just being all that stuff, right? This stuff is real. This stuff is actually effing real. This is the craziest effing part, right? So... what is it, Robin Williams? I really liked him, and I wanted to do a video on him. And all his stuff keeps coming up, and it just keeps coming up, just keeps coming up. I don't even want to talk about it right now, because I don't want to even make it me put a bad taste in about him. I literally liked Robin Williams. I couldn't watch any of his stuff. I actually, when he passed away, I know everybody was sad, but I was actually really mad. I was sad and I was mad, right? You can have different feelings about stuff too, right? I said, because you know what, Elise, you could spread a whole bunch of positivity out there. And I know you would. Why? Because I know that you could do it. Because I know I have a very imaginative face. I can make many different faces, right? Face recognition like a mug, right? Be silly. Like, just do whatever you want, right? I have imagination inside my brain. Also, I have an effing brain inside my brain. It's in my head. It's in here. But I didn't want to be like Robin Williams because I wanted to be like Robin Williams. Because actually, in reality, Robin Williams had a lot of stuff wrong with him. I don't want to be famous someday, and I don't want to be a star someday if literally I'm going to be feeling these feelings and not being able to tell anybody about it. That makes no sense. Then I might as well just be quiet and not say anything at all to nobody and not post this video. But in reality, I will, because that is truly who I am. And I think people will actually do that. I liked Robin Williams and I love all his stuff. And everybody knows him as a really positive guy and really whatever. And when he passed away, guess what? People were upset. People remembered him. And I would like to be like him because I would like people to like me, right? But I also don't want to be like him because I don't want to be sad on the inside and not tell people about it. If there is stuff that's going on inside of our brains and there's stuff that's going on, because he supposedly had a tumor inside of his brain. So tumors inside one's brain that can constantly trigger, right, certain things in yourself, right? I would like to talk about those things. If anything, I would like to be famous to be nice and pretty and sweet to people, right? And have things that are just good for me. Obviously, who wouldn't want those things? But if anything, can I at least be famous for at least talking about all the stuff that nobody else wants to talk about? Because honestly, in reality, I can do anything that I want. Anything that I set my mind to, in reality, I will be able to do. Yeah, literally, logically speaking, anything I set my mind to, I will logically be able to do. So someday before, I decide to get all, famous and or whatnot, or however, take it how you feel, right? Maybe I'll just be famous in my household. You never know. I'm already famous in my household. Why? Because I'm my biggest fan. No, I am not. At least your ego is too big. Well, some days I want to fucking kill myself. So on those days when I tell myself I'm a boss bitch, not a big deal. But on those days where I am angry and having all these feelings or whatnot, and I say I like myself, who are you? What are you? Why do you say these things to me? Because somebody's going to say them to me. I don't know how these fucking things work. I don't know how it effing works. I'm figuring it all out for us, right? So, on top of the countless amounts of information, right? People still just will not like you. Somebody watching me right now, guess what? Don't like me. I'm going to tell you not to like me. Don't tell me what to do, Lise. Then like me. Well, now I don't like you. Do what the fuck ever you want to do. I can't keep you from doing whatever you are going to do, right? Don't look up to me, right? I am not a god, right? In my interpretation of my own life, I feel like I am God's child. So take it how you feel. Are you a god? Maybe I am. But I am not the god. Can I tell you that? Can I tell you that? I'm only his kid. Yeah, we were getting into some pretty deep stuff when we were talking about. I have a lot of stuff written down. I don't want you to follow me like one of these false idols. I don't want to be famous someday. I want to be famous someday, right? But only for good things. Wilfred. But only for good things, right? So someday I really do think that I'm going to be famous. Oh, Lise, you probably just sold your soul. What is the F? So I can't just be a normal person in the effing world who gets money, and then if I have money and have people give me money, I'm not supposed to feel bad for it, because in reality of my mind, I'm going to need money, and people, you know what? I was just like, Elise, you are good enough. But then guess what? There's still another little part of me is like, you're not good enough. So what I am fighting the two worlds of which I live in. So my videos that you watch, I'm gonna make an intro video, right? So this will be its own video. I'm gonna make an intro video that's talking about all of this stuff, right? Just the basics of how my life is, how things work. I'm gonna be continuously grabbing my life together. Probably for the rest of my life, right? I'm gonna be learning a lot of stuff. I even was talking to somebody. I said, logically speaking, I said, I know a lot about the human anatomy and all that stuff, right? About the brain and all that stuff. I said, logically speaking, I said, I could just go ahead and just qualify and just go to school to be a doctor, right? And I don't even have to be a doctor. I said, I could just have it as just a piece of paper and just put it on my wall just for all the knowledge and stuff that I know. You can learn anything that you want. You have all this time in the world. You can do anything that you put your heart's desire to. Yes, you can. At least you're not really pushing it up a whole lot. What do you want me to say? Some of my videos I'm real sweet and I love them. I love myself. And some of my videos, I ain't gonna lie, I'm like, ooh, girl, you better hold your tongue. But guess what? It's still me. Realistically, it's still me. Someone's going to say really bad things about me, and someone's going to say really good things about me. And if I get rich and famous someday, they're still going to say it. No matter who you are, what you are, even me. No matter even how much I think I am or am not. Reality, nobody owes me a motherfucking thing. And it hurts my feelings. It really hurts my feelings because nobody really does owe me anything, right? But I put a lot of work into my life, a lot of work into my work, like into my life, my work, to tell you guys about stuff and or whatnot. And you know what, it still won't be good enough to somebody, even to me sometimes, right? Because we are sometimes in our own way. I'm way too hard on myself, but then I feel like I'm not hard enough. I said, because I want it. I really do want it. And how personal do you take it? I take it really fucking personal. I take it really personal. Please, you shouldn't take things so personal. Why are you so sensitive? Did I not tell you that I am sensitive? Maybe you should go get that checked out. Don't you think I have? Things are only there to soothe and help symptoms, right? Not to fix, right? So I've been trying to fix my life and soothe my symptoms since I've been figuring all this crap out since I was a kid. Don't come to me on dumb questions. At least there is never no dumb questions. Some of them are dumb. The only dumb question that there truly is this a dumb question? But some of them, purposely, someone will ask you dumb questions on purpose. So someday, right? Because these are all my thoughts and my opinions. I don't even have to record any of this stuff. I don't have to do anything. I really don't have to do anything and put it out and talk to anybody in the world. Someday somebody will, because I know my stuff is on YouTube, and I know I'm gonna be doing stuff on TikTok, and I know I have some stuff on Facebook. I got a lot of stuff here and there, just little spots here and there. I know somebody's gonna like me in the world. I just know somebody will like me in the world, right? Because I feel like I'm pretty darn likable. I just feel like I really have been getting the shit in the stick. So instead of getting the shit in the stick the entire life of me existing, you know what I fucking decided to do instead? And I'm still cursing. I decided to take that stick and just pull it all the way out of the ground. If you're going to get the shit in the stick, that's because you only pull a little bit out. Pull the rest of it out. You know what? I'd rather be fucking doused in fucking shit, and then clean it up and never have it ever happen to me ever again. At least that's a little too graphic. That's a little too sexual. Where is your mind at? In the gutter? Maybe you should clean those out. Leaves are going to be around soon. That energy just from talking to somebody, literally. So probably the energy that I'm actually channeling right now, take it how you feel, is either coming from me and my own frustration and why I can't speak to people properly, and or why the people can't speak to me properly. So I must get down to your low level. I have to get down to your low level. You hate me so much that you would rather just have me, instead of me shining bright, I'm going to have to dim my light to the most dimmest thing, right? dim your light so much, right? Just so I don't get scared, so I don't. You changed, Elise. I don't like her. I don't like this version of you. I like the old version. I was watching this thing. I said, yeah, a lot of people might like the old version of me, too. She was a lot easier to fucking kill. A lot easier to walk all over. Just lay me down. Here, can you just walk all over me, please? Let's play pretend. I'll pretend I'm a bearskin rug. Just walk all over me. Dig your heels in me. Take your shoes that you didn't take off at the door that you've been walking out in the entire world of the universe with all that shit on your fucking shoes, diseases and or whatnot, and walk all over me and just dig your shoes inside me. Just dig them right inside me. Don't ask no nothing. And I'll just lay here like a bearskin rug and not do nothing. Lise, you're supposed to be healed. Someday, Lise. Someday. Let's talk to Elise for a second. Since we got all frustrated, right? Hey, Lise. I'm gonna look right in the... You do matter. And even though nobody has realized it yet, except for you, we're gonna help as many people as we fucking can. Because one thing insignificant, the reason why I do all this dumb work, right? I am not going through these feelings for no reason. And I am not going to keep continuously going through these feelings when I know people in the world that feel like this. I don't know who I am. Maybe I am some god. Maybe I'm not. I don't even know. Guess what? I'm just a fucking person. I literally don't know what to even say. At least I think you're cool. I think you're cool. I know that conversation didn't go so well. But I think you should stop stabbing yourself in the fucking face for every single person that fucking just comes at you with a fucking just attitude. I try so hard. I try so hard. I really do. Oh, look, she's crying again. Yeah, I'm crying again. Because in reality, I just wish that somebody just honestly was nice to me. I wish my parents didn't actually, this is really effed up too. I really actually wish that my parents praised me for having good qualities about myself instead of tearing me down because they didn't have the quality within themselves to get to a higher level. I wish my dad loved me, and I wish my mom loved me. Oh, they probably love you, Lise. I wish they loved me the way that I needed them to love me. Lise, they can't love you unless they love themselves. And only you know how to love somebody. You stop crying right now. You stop crying. Because a bad behavior that I was learned every time you... real time. Every time I... You better stop those alligator tears right now. Well, then just keep beating the shit out of me then. Because I don't know if I can actually stop. I don't actually know if I can stop crying. My face fucking hurts because of that. And guess what? That's how my dad used to treat me. Lise, don't talk about your dad. Oh, like that. Whatever. You know what? There's other parents in the world that beat the shit out of their kids, too. So I'm not throwing my dad under the bus. Why? Because I forgave my dad out of everybody else in the world. He was the one who did a lot of shit for me and a lot of shit to me. But he was the one that I forgave. Don't slap me. Don't fucking hit me. Don't fucking do any of that shit to me, okay? Because guess what? Oh, Lise, you were a bad... No, the fuck I wasn't a bad fucking kid. Did I have problems wrong with me because there was a lot of shit going on around me and nobody actually was able to actually have a conversation with me to understand why I'm having these problems? Why did you hit me? Because I'm being loud? Because I'm just doing stuff? Are you... What are you feeling? Because I'm still 27 years old, making videos, right? Still have dad problems, still have mom problems, still have family issues. And everything that I do is not even just for me, it's for my effing family, it's for the effing world. Lise, you're so selfish. I'm trying not to be. I just wish I could be selfish. Because I'm just like, wow, that's another learning moment you just had. Why don't you write that down? Why are you crying, Lise? Don't cry. Why don't you go find yourself something to eat? Maybe you need something to drink, right? You know, and I was telling Rodney, I said, no matter how much I do or don't do, right, of my life and or whatnot, right, I said, guess what? There's still going to be a little tiny hole in my heart. It's going to be there. Get that out of your head, Aquarius. There's no such thing as a perfect life. A perfect family. Says who? Says you? I hope that everybody is safe. How about that? You're just feeling feelings, Elise. You're technically in your house. You're fine, right? Right. Why am I talking about feelings? Elise, why are you always in your feelings? Because I have nobody else actually at the house to talk to. I could talk to my dog, sure. I could talk to my cat. Now I'm trying to figure out the psychology of a cat and how animals actually have PTSD. Because obviously my cats are talking to me, right? They think that Harley is the one that I only like in the house. I do like Harley. He is my dog, duh. And I have 2 other animals. Well, you give him too much love and attention. And then I got mad because I was just like, well, I'm not going to give you any attention, Harley. That makes no sense. I'm literally trying to figure this crap out. Someday that I have a kid, right? I would like to have a child someday. Because somebody told me I wasn't able to have a kid, so I decided to be healthy for a living. I really did. This is why I do this stuff, right? Because someone told me that I wasn't going to have a kid someday. So, nobody's going to tell me what to do, right? So I was like, I'm going to make you so healthy. You're going to be so healthy, Elise. You're going to be so healthy. That was literally 3-3-3-3. Lise, why don't you just get up and take a break? I feel like I've been taking a break all day. But don't worry, I'm gonna get up and do more videos for you guys, right? I'm not gonna lie, this shit is fucking retarded. I can't even talk to people properly. In reality, I actually do want love, right? But then you don't want certain types of love, right? So somebody loving you, right? That doesn't hurt. Someone loving you wrong, now that hurts. Yeah. Well, those are your family members. Does blood really truly mean anything? Does it? doesn't mean anything. I'm probably just gonna make a bunch of videos because I'm sitting in my house and all I do is learn about stuff, right? So I actually learn about stuff all the time, right? And I tell you guys about it, right? And someone will be like, oh, well, hey, this. Oh, hey, this. Oh, hey, this. You should go out more. To do what? To do what? Hang out with. And this is the thing, too. I'm not even trying to toot my own horn. I actually don't think I'm ugly. Some days I feel like I am ugly. Why? Because I feel like we all feel that. But in reality, I actually don't feel like I'm super ugly. I actually don't feel like I'm super dumb. But then sometimes I feel like I'm the dumbest person because I can't communicate properly to people, when in reality it's not that I can't communicate properly to people, it's just people have not excelled their own lives and their own brains so I can even have a proper conversation just in general. So that means I have to dumb down my language in order to speak to somebody. At least you sound very arrogant. I know I do, right? But in reality, that's honestly the truth, right? So I wanted to learn more about myself and I wanted to learn more about the world because I had a lot of problems that I felt about the world, right? Remember I was telling you guys, like, it was in, like, one of my earlier videos, like, if you guys have seen some of my shit, you guys will know what I'm talking about. I swear. I don't even know. So, just wanted to learn some stuff about me. Wanted to learn some stuff about the world. Guess what? There's a lot of stuff in the world that is not good, right? Well, like I was saying, when my interpretation when I went to God, right? Well, I'll have to go find that video and I'll have to watch it. I think I was sitting at my kitchen table doing a reading with you guys, and I think I was in my jammies. I think so. And then it's the weirdest thing too, because me watching myself, like, I'm gonna watch this video, right? This is the weirdest fucking thing. I know I'm talking to myself right now, and this is like I'm feeling me touching my face right now. But it's literally the weirdest thing. It literally is the weirdest. It doesn't even seem like it's me on the screen. This is like the weirdest effing thing. It really is. So, take it how you feel, right? Guess what? I am actually going to want somebody to be with me for the rest of my life. That sounds so stupid. I know, right? I actually want a human to be with me for the rest of my life because I love God so much, right? I was talking to Rodney, right? I said, I do love God. And I said, I said, but I ain't gonna lie. I would like a human. I would like a human to hold. God loves you, right? God gives you all that love. I ain't gonna lie. I told God, I said, I love the hugs you give me. And I love the embrace that I feel. I said, but I don't think I can wait my entire life to really see you, to really hug you. I really would like you to put yourself in a person and be there for me. I think I need a human. I know, Lise. We're gonna get there. Lise, nobody exists like that. Nobody can give you the love that you need. Nobody is as perfect as you need them to be. Yes, they do. Lise, why you feel like that? Because I exist. I exist. And I might be one of a kind, but God wouldn't put me here without having a person that's like me. He's gonna be here soon. Okay. I know, just little thoughts. Just breathe. You know, since I'm laying on the ground, right? Since I have 20 minutes left of this video, you heal yourself when you forgive your parents, right? Some things suck. So, the other day, right, I was writing it down so I could tell you guys about it, but I guess I could tell you about it right now. You know, I write the stuff down so I don't forget later on, but since I'm talking to you, right, I'll just tell you now, right? Then I ain't got to do it later. Hopefully it has enough of whatever, right? Right? Don't drop the ball, Lise. Don't miss. It literally, too, is so frustrating because literally, you can literally do everything that you could possibly do. Just like with bowling, right? First time you hold the ball, right? Most of the time you drop it, right? Because it's too heavy. Don't worry about it. Guess what? We have guardrails and we have different types of balls that you can have, right? But even with all the protection that you have, all the protection, no matter whatever, there's still that little section, right? There's still that little section right at the end of the bowling things that's just enough for your ball just to go in. So you don't even, with all the protection that you have, right? Special shoes, certain type of ball, guardrails, all that stuff, right? Just like we got the protection and everything, you still have just a moment just to fall right through, right? So no matter how much you work up, right, you can have it all taken away from you within 1 second. I could be working for 10 years for something and somebody and people would love me all around the world, and then I say one thing and guess what, everybody in the world would hate me. And instead of understanding why I said something of anything in particular, they would just literally feed on the fact of that. They would just feed on that. How many people in the world do that? They literally work their lives and careers or whatnot, say one thing, and guess what, nobody even knows that they exist anymore. And in reality, when they probably go home, they're probably killing the inside of themselves. Some people too, because of the pressure, right, they end up just hurting themselves. Lise, why are you always talking about this stuff? I'm not even trying. Why are you even watching my stuff then? Why do you watch me? Lise, how do you always have these things, like say these things, right, when you record yourself? Before I used to do them live. It's either something that speaks to us in the universe or it's something that's in our own brains that we say to ourselves naturally, because everybody has it. So I'm just trying to figure out if somebody's just trying to interpret my own minds and or thoughts, take it how you feel, blah blah blah, whatever, or if it's just something inside my brain. Did you ever think that maybe I just criticize myself too because I actually feel like in reality I'm not enough, when in reality I feel like I actually am enough? But I learned a bad behavior. So people in my life made me feel like I wasn't good enough, when in reality they weren't good enough for me. At least that's a little bit too much on the, you're being a little too arrogant with that conversation. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm not trying to nothing, right? Maybe you weren't enough. Maybe I wasn't enough. Regardless, I'm still hurt. And I don't think all of this trauma came from just nowhere. Even though trauma, right? Trauma is an injury, not an illness, right? And even if it is not your fault that that injury happened, right? It is still your responsibility to fix it, right? Because you're the one who's bothered by it, right? So God, when I went up to, heaven and or whatnot, he had a little piece of paper. They had paper up there? I guess so. They had some paper, and he pulled out a little piece of paper, and he was just like, hey. He said, you were down on earth, and he said, a lot of this stuff bothered you. I said, I know it did, and I prayed to you, and I loved you, and all that good stuff, and I just want you to take away all my sins, and take away all my pain, and all that stuff, and suffer, and whatnot. He's like, okay. He's like, yeah, okay, that's fine. He's like, but what'd you do about it? What do you mean, what did you do about it? Well, what'd you do about it? I know that you have these problems and stuff like that, but what'd you do about it? God, I prayed to you, and I prayed for the world, and I did all that stuff, and blah, blah. Okay, great. He said, but what'd you do about it? So you're just telling me I was supposed to wait my entire life until I died, my physical body died, in order to go back to God, in order for him to heal me completely, and he didn't give me any powers of whatnot to heal myself? Well, then, what? God makes you feel, right? And when you feel for something, right? That's enough strength inside of you to help you fix it. Do something that bothers you, that might help not bother you. And guess what? I be doing stuff, right? And hopefully in reality, as I'm doing these videos for myself, right? Hopefully it's helping somebody else. I am a lady laying on the ground right now, complaining. Cat container. The food. So, karma, right? Dealing with karma. So the other day I was laying in my bed, right? And I'm not gonna lie, it scared the living F-U-C-K out of me. So, 3 of Swords, right? I let out the most horrific scream. I was crying and screaming, but it was like a jolt scream. Mm-hmm. This is the craziest thing. Spirit was like, he's like, Aquarius, he's like, we got some stuff to do tomorrow, right? He's like, I'm gonna need you to get your rest. I'm like, what are we doing tomorrow? He said, don't worry about it. He said, I'll let you know tomorrow. All right, cool. Went to bed, right? Woke up. He said, all right, we gotta get up and do some shit. I was like, what the fuck are we doing? He's like, all right, you're not gonna like this. He's like, but we gotta do something today. I was like, what are we doing today, right? Mm-hmm. He said, guys, you're gonna want to hold her down for this one. So imagine, or don't imagine, right? Mm-hmm. Somebody holding you down, even if it's spirit, right? So I felt like I had either 2 angels or 2 something holding me down, right? Mm-hmm. As I'm laying right here. Oh, hey, I ain't trying to get all sexy. I didn't think that was open like that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 3 of Swords. Mm-hmm. He said, Aquarius, you're not gonna like this. I said, why am I like this? He said, I'm gonna pull that sword from your heart. What the fuck? No, you're not. No, the fuck you're not. No, the fuck you're not. You just walk around with that sword just hanging in your heart. It's just walk. You just walk. You know what? At this point, don't touch it. Don't look at it. Don't do nothing, right? Because if you do something right, you just do something real good. It hits you right straight down in that heart. Mm-hmm. And this guy feels it, and this guy feels it, right? Mm-hmm. Take it how you feel, right? Mm-hmm. He said, Aquarius, you're not gonna like this. He said, but it's necessary. He's like, I'm going to pull this out of you. He's like, because I do not believe that you should have this in your heart anymore. He said, for proper healing, he said, if you have a sword inside of your heart, he said, you will not be able to heal yourself completely. Spirit, let me just have it in there for a couple more. He's like, can I think about this? You want to think about this? He said, guys, hold her down. So imagine somebody standing right on top of you, right? Mm-hmm. Nobody's there, right? Mm-hmm. No one's around me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Standing right here. Mm-hmm. And Spirit, because he's actually doing you a favor. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. Imagine him pulling that from your heart. Now, to replicate the way that I felt at that time would literally not be, I wouldn't be able to do it. I'm not gonna lie. My heart actually feels different. If it does feel different. I actually feel I can breathe. But I'm not gonna lie, I was quite concerned. I screamed. a lot. It hurt to my interpretation. Take it how you feel. So, as that sword is standing there, right? As he pulled that shit, we can even go get the card. Oh, but now I gotta get up. Look at my hair. You know, I swear, some days it's really nice, and then some days it's, well, I did have a thing on. Let's just put the hood back on. Oh, look, I fixed my hair. Okay, let's go get the card. So, this is a really effed up part, right? So, Lise, who put that sword in your heart? Third party energy. Heartbreak. Right? So, now this is the effed up part, right? Because you gotta heal, like, so much, right? I am so hard on myself, and I should not be. But at the same time, I don't know how to not be, right? Because that's the only thing I know how to do, right? So that sword, I'm going to get the cards for you guys. I'm just trying to pick it all up. So that sword that stands there, right? Now it's dripping, right? With your blood, right? At least that's a little too graphic. Okay, I'm just sitting here, okay? So, that blood that's now dripping from the sword, right? It needs to be in something. As fucked up as it sounds, guess what? That sword has to be somewhere. I don't care where it has to be. It has to have some type of holding place. Right? Okay, good. This is the messed up part. So, you gotta go on somebody, right? Heal yourself, right? Because no joke, I saw who it was going to enter next. And I couldn't, I literally, why is it bad to treat other people the way that they treat you? So I've been treating you kind of nice, right? Liz, you're never kind of nice. Tell me all the bad things that I did then, right? So I was thinking about that, right? I was just like, how many countless of things can someone tell you? Well, you were a bad kid, and you did this, and you did that, and you did this, and you did that, and you did this, and all of this, and you know what? You're lying to all of these people, blah, blah, blah. Take it how you feel, right? Here's 3 of Swords, right? So imagine taking that middle sword, right? The middle sword too. It wasn't from the sides. It was right in the middle. Oh yeah. Ooh. I was screaming. That's why I literally your war cry. I was talking about that to Rodney. We ain't gonna get into that right now, right? So, if you guys can't do the math, 3 of Swords, right? If he pulls one out, right? How many swords do you have left? 2. Now you got a decision to make, right? You want that sword to go back? No, I'm good. I'm good. He's like, you sure, honey? He said we could. He said we could put that back in. He said the only reason why I took it out, right? King of Swords. He said the reason why I took it out is because I actually thought that you could not have that in your heart. He said because you learned all your lessons. So he said I left the sword in there, right? He said because taking it and putting it out and then putting it right back in, right? He said that shit's gonna suck. He's like, so I just let you just have it inside of you this whole time, right? He just like, I just let it have it inside of you. He said, but I took it out. He said because I didn't want you to have it in there anymore. Because he's like, I feel like you actually learned your lesson. Yeah. Justice, right? He said, I think you, right? Death, right? Ending of old cycles. He's like, I think you learned your lesson. He's like, I don't think we should restart this. He said, and honestly, that's the real truth, right? He said, so this little sword, right, decided to rip it right out. Imagine just coming down, right? But that sword's got to go somewhere. I've been holding it for so long. I wonder who's the next person that's going to grab it. And as you sit there and heal and say, I know who literally was going to get it because I saw it. And I literally thought to myself, wow, watch somebody take a sword from your chest as a gift to you, right? And then put it in someone else's heart so they can feel the pain that you feel. But you learn so much and stuff as you grow on, right? That there's the little tiny part of you that still cares and loves, right? Thanks for doing that for me, right? But I'm not gonna lie, I knew how that felt. And I wouldn't even want to wish that upon my worst enemies. Well, he's like, well, what do you want to do with this then? Honestly, I have no idea. I have no idea. He's like, your time is of the essence, right? That's just like when you're on, like, the battlefield, right? And even if you're laying there and you look like you're dead, right? Someone's still gonna come around and they're like, you know what? Maybe she could use one more sword in her back. Okay, God, that sword has to be somewhere, right? I'm not gonna lie, I think I'd rather take a sword in my back than in my heart. You've been beat down and you just beat down way too much. And then you sit there, right, and you think about your own stuff, and they're like, let me just come by. Let me come by. Let me help you out. Maybe I can do a couple things for you. You know, I don't even want it anymore. I don't even want it. At least, why are you so different? Because when I was happy and I was me, you would think more people would like me. But they just really liked my energy. Because when they were done using my energy, they forgot about me. Please, people just get busy in their lives. I know. But you're telling me everyone is too busy? Yeah, I wish somebody was nice to me. I wish somebody cared for me. I wish people, and I didn't have to grow up having to learn all this stuff in order to tell my parents how they should love me and take care of me and all this stuff. Maybe you have this imaginary thing in your head of which parents are or what parents aren't. Take it how you feel, right? Regardless, on the end of the day, I think I was supposed to be sent down to this planet for something, right? You think I literally said that when I was a kid. Oh, you just think you're hot shit, right? You ain't nothing. You was garbage, right? You ain't nothing. What if I was? Then what? Oh, Lise, forgive me. Because I'm still making a video right now with nobody in my fucking house talking about stuff because I have no one to talk to about it, right? And then when you try and talk about deep feelings and stuff, because that's exactly where I am all the time. So maybe when I was a kid, right, my heart was so broken, as a child, that I literally did not know how to communicate with nobody. The people who want love the most in the world, are usually the most aggressive. I want someone to love me so much, right? And I can't do nothing. I just have to sit here and not do nothing. or you fight for it. But you can't force love. So I will be patient and I will be kind for myself until the day gets here. So, taking care of yourself, telling people that they deserve more in their life. Is that a good or bad quality? Taking care of your house. Learning how to do stuff. Trying to figure out more knowledge about your body and your brain and society and stuff like that. Is that a good or bad thing? Telling people that you actually care and love them, not for what they can do for you, but because they are in your life and you appreciate that, right? All the good stuff, right? Take it how you feel. It is not my fault when I came here that my family was broken. But I still require love. Me, myself, and I. And I require real love. And I don't require fake love. I'm sorry that me saying that out loud is actually a negative thing, because people will assume that. But I will still sit in my house and do videos for people around the world and or myself, right? Because I'm the one who watches my videos. Why are you doing those videos, Elise? You should stop doing those videos. You're so crazy. Well, in reality, I decided to do it for myself because I actually wanted a friend, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm the best friend that I could possibly have because I am always there for myself. And I do love me. I love you, Elise. I do, honey. I do. But I want someone too. And the reality of it, because I don't think I'm ugly. I am really intelligent. I do have a lot of pain in my heart. It's probably going to be really difficult for me to find somebody because I will always overthink. I will always be unsure because I will always have to come back to myself and think. So if somebody like me in the world who feels I am the world, can't find love properly, that we're all screwed. And that's the thing too. I don't have any kids. I have pet children. But I do not have children. I take care of myself pretty darn good. I make sure I eat pretty good stuff because Spirit tells me you should have healthy foods around you. So I do, because healthy foods make you feel better sooner, right? So I'm just healing a whole lot of myself. I guess I just have a lot to heal. I have a whole lot to heal. And in reality, right, I just feel like I'm too much. But you will always be too much for those who were never meant to be in your life. So it's a back and forth battle on what we feel, right? At least just pick one side and go with it. I'm literally a human in the world who chooses to do the best thing every time. But guess what? The bad guy's still here too. We technically live on his world. At least you could have had a kid by now. You could have been married. Would it have been worth it? would have. Home stability. Feeling like such a burden. I want to feel stable. I want to have stability in my life. Guess what? I do. Who doesn't? Why can I not have that? At least you can have that. So am I asking for too much? Or am I asking for not enough? Because I also won't settle. Oh, Lisa, I'll love you. You cannot love me unless you love yourself. At least you're asking to. I love me. But if you don't love you, I'm gonna feel it. So that sword, right? Taking it out, put it in somebody else. My ex, right? Doesn't even have to be my ex. I'm using him as an example because I feel like it was that sword. I didn't want it in him. And no matter how much my feelings really did hurt, that it came. If I knew that that sword went inside of you and I hung out with you, I would be basically feeling the sword still. Maybe 4 swords. Let's just put it on the wall. Right? Think about that. So we're always like, oh, karma's gonna get them. Guess what? I don't like going through karma either. You think I haven't gone through karma? Guess what? You think I've never hurt somebody's feelings in the world? No. Did I actually learn from them? Yes, I did. But guess what? There still will be somebody from your past that literally will not stop making you forget. They will not let you forget. I'll just take a sword from my back, right? Let's just add a sword, right? But that 4 swords, yeah. Resting. Can we just not put that sword in anybody? Well, Aquarius, it needs a home. I'll keep it in my home. But I just don't want it in my chest. Or my back. But I don't want it in his chest either. Or his back. You can't wish ill upon someone else, because ill will be wished upon you. And I wish nothing awful against me. So you have to heal. Wow, we went through a lot of emotions. You have to heal. Because at one point, too, didn't you love the person? Didn't you love them? Even with, like, you know, people just doing their own things or whatnot, being with new boyfriend, new girlfriend. At one point, you thought they were going to be your forever. And honey, I will always be with you. But I cannot afford for that sword to go in either one of us. Because I only want to remember the good memories. And take it how you feel, but imagine loving something and then knowing that you can't be around it or touch it or feel it or nothing. How you think he feels. It's like I was the one who did all of this, and he said, you guys praise everybody else but me. I don't want to argue. I don't want to fight. Why do we always have to say words to each other that are not good? That's not good. Guys, I need a second. I'm probably going to make a video because I literally was going to make some videos. I didn't mean to like show you guys my stuff. Maybe I could put a dress on. I actually was going to take a shower. Make myself feel better. I got a lot of stuff to do. Don't give up. You don't give up. And Elise, you don't give up either. And I was telling Rodney, I said, may I pray that I never forget who I am. Because some days I am sad. Some days I'm happy. Some days I'm mad, right? We all have emotions. I said, but the big problem is, if I forget who I am, I feel like we're all fucked. But if you forget who you are, I can remind you. I said, so let's just pray that one day I never truly forget who I am. Because I can watch my videos. You know, the power grid goes down and or whatnot. Take it how you feel. I wouldn't be sad that I wouldn't be able to watch Netflix. I wouldn't be sad I wouldn't be able to watch Hulu. I wouldn't be sad that I wouldn't be able to watch any of this other stuff. You know what would be sad? That I wouldn't be able to watch any of my videos. At least you're a little arrogant. I just don't want to forget who I am. I don't want to forget my memories, and I don't want to forget my growth. I just don't want to forget. I guess worst case scenario, I could always sit in front of a mirror and talk to myself. But then I feel like that would be selfish because I wouldn't share it with you. Guys, it's been an hour and 13 minutes. I've had 2 videos over this long time. I will make a new video. Stay brave. Don't be putting any swords in anybody. Because you do not want those swords to be put into you. Let me hear your war cry. And after that, I literally was howling in the shower. Not being sexy or anything, but with my dog. Ow! Carly. Release it. And be done. I think we're gonna be okay. At least your smile isn't big enough. Okay. Then have a wonderful day. I need some chapstick. You know, I went and bought some. Oh, not. I don't have it in my pocket. Oh, it's on my counter. I can see it. I'm gonna go put some chapstick on. Take care, you guys. Just take care. And if no one told you today, I love you. And I feel like I can say I love you because I love me first. I think you're too hard on yourself. I think we're going to be okay. So brush yourself off. And let's get out there and kick some ass. Just like that song, Maxwell, A Woman's Worth. I know you've got a little life in you yet. I know you've got a lot of strength, yeah. I should be crying, but I just can't let it show. Should be hoping, but I can't stop thinking all the things we should have and didn't. Oh, darling, make it go away. Just make it go away. I know you've got a little life in you yet. I know you've got a lot of strength, yeah. Probably don't sound that good. I didn't even think I was gonna sing. I wasn't prepped. I know you've got a little life in you yet, right? I know you've got a lot of strength, yeah. I should be crying, but I just can't let it show. I should be hoping, but I can't stop thinking. Go look up that song. Make sure you watch the live version. Don't watch the other stuff. Live. He's on a stage. I'm probably gonna watch it now and probably cry. We're gonna do it, y'all. A woman's work, a woman's worth. Ooh, it's a lot on a of the Father. I know you got a little life in you yet. I know you've got a lot of strength in you yet. I know you've got a lot of strength. You got this, Lise. You got this. And whoever's watching, we got this. Because you are not alone. And even though I am alone in my house, I'm never alone. We're gonna shine. And you're gonna shine too. I just know it. I just feel it. Alright, guys. I should let you go. I love you, honey. Love you, honey. We can do this. Now, I am going to go and do something. Change my outfit. I was laying on the ground. I was doing laundry. I was doing stuff. See you soon. Yes, I will be making more videos. This is just my life. I won't stop. So why should you? Okay, I'll let you go. It's already been 23 minutes over what I've been doing, right?